Speaking of AC Milan and Serie A and American players, Sergino Dest, former Milan player, has joined PSV Eindhoven on a one-year loan deal. Both Barca and PSV announced on Monday. The deal includes a $12 million option to make the move permanent after the season. Dest is 22 years old, joining his third club in the last year and a half. Only played 8 league matches with AC Milan and was not considered by Xavi in Barcelona. Dest returns to the Netherlands, where he was born and played for Ajax. Good move for Sergino Dest to join the Philips Sportverein.
Listen, I know that on paper this looks like regression. You go from Barcelona, La Liga, you go to Milan, Serie A, to now a feeder league like the Eredivisie and a club like PSV that's more about selling top players, right, instead of bringing in those top players. So it looks like regression on paper. But if you look at Sergino Dest and the last time he really played, we're talking about years ago, man. We're talking about the Ronald Koeman era. We're talking about that Barcelona team. He's not been consistent at the club level. He's not been confident at the club level. He's not been able to get on the field at the club level. So going down a level, because that's what it is. At 22 years of age, it's fine. It's actually good for him right now. He's 22. He could still do well and then get himself back into that platform of a bigger club, bigger league. But you have to play. It may be regression on paper, but this is one of those take a step back to move two forward in the future, and I think it's exactly what he's doing.
I think it does look like a good move, a move that he needed to make. He's not joining the team to become an immediate starter. Jordan TC, 23-year-old, has been starting the 4 official matches so far for PSV, 2 in the Eredivisie, 2 in the Champions League qualifications that they're a part of right now. But at some point, he had to go somewhere that would allow him to get the minutes that he hasn't gotten in the past year and a half.
But Seb, excuse me, Mao. But my apologies. Because you just said something on Seb. A Seb comment here. They're not bringing him to split time with anybody or to sit behind anybody. Sergino Dest isn't making a move to the Netherlands to be a substitute player or a part-time player. You make this move if you know you're going to play. And Barcelona's not going to eat away at 50% of their salary they're going to pay for one of their products to just whittle away on the bench. They want that investment to come back with a sale. So they're going to send him somewhere he's going to play. That's where I disagree. I agree with everything you said about the opportunity, and he will get games. And listen, he goes back, it's to bet on himself. At this level, he can show what he once showed and parlay it into something else. But you don't do that if you think that you're second fiddle.
But you're speaking from the player point of view.
No, I'm speaking from everybody involved.
I mean, I don't.
If I'm Barcelona as well.
You know, there are signings for depth, not necessarily just for starters, especially a loan move. Does it say something that his former club Ajax, who's going to get rid of Jorge Sanchez in that very same spot on the field, did not make a move for Sergino Dest?
We don't know if they did or did not make a move, because the end of this is economics. It's who offers more and what situations fit best. What I will say, and I was going to mention this in the very next topic we were going to do, is Ernie Stewart. Ernie Stewart, the ex-sporting director of U.S. Soccer, is now the sporting director at PSV. It makes a lot of sense for Ernie to bring in somebody that he knows and he was heavily involved in the recruitment of with Greg Berhalter, so there might be somebody vouching for him there. I think it's a good move for him to bet on himself. It's a good move for PSV, bringing in a player that I think can be of quality in that league, absolutely. And for Barcelona, because they're taking a chance. They're paying 50% of his salary to go there, so it's a gamble on them as well.
Yeah, he made part of the preseason with Barcelona. In the end, Xavi said the best move for him was to find another place where he could get the minutes, and that seems like the right place for Sergino Dest.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.